Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we have a pretty fun story about somebody pulling a one-of-one Max Holloway Superfractor and how Topps posted about it on Twitter, and then Max Holloway chimed in about it on Twitter. And I know the whole backstory to this because I actually know the person that pulled the card. So I just want to start from the beginning and tell the story and give it some of the interesting nuance and insight into what makes this hobby so cool, especially with social media and how fast news can travel across the globe. So let me just get right into it. So a few days ago, a friend of mine who I set up at the West Palm Beach card show with over this past weekend, he's a huge UFC collector. And when I mean a UFC collector, like his collection is second to none. And he does it all. He does boxes, he does breaks, he has a personal collection, he hunts grails, like he does everything. His two favorite UFC fighters that he PCs hardcore are Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway. So after the show was over, so that would have been on Sunday. So I believe Monday or Tuesday, he messaged me on Instagram and said, "Hey, look at what I pulled in a break." So he sends me a picture of this card from RTB Breaks, and it was just shared to me on Instagram. And I was like, holy cow, dude, like what a monster hit and what a cool card too. Max Holloway Superfractor 300 BMF inscription. Just such a cool card, and the inscription is very unique, and you know what that kind of means we won't get into here. But I just felt so happy for him that he got a Grail card of his main fighter that he PCs. And like the odds of hitting that in a break, I came to imagine numbers. Like it's astronomical. Like it's a total miracle he hit the card. So today is Wednesday, so maybe he let me know about that Monday or Tuesday. So today's Wednesday, now I'm looking on Twitter, and I see Topps post this. So under the main Topps account, just pulled Max Holloway one-of-one Superfractor autograph with the 300 BMF inscription and gives attribution to the rips and the breaker. And we're going to go through some of the comments here. And this is me with my comment. I know the guy that pulled it, true UFC collector, and he PCs Holloway, couldn't go to a nicer person. We see somebody say, sweet, that's a card, wow, sheesh, that's a beauty, jealous, with crying emojis, American flag, unreal card, literally the only thing that would make this better is if Blessed MMA, who is Max Holloway's account, had better penmanship. Maybe, you know, his autograph could use a little bit of work, but at least it's on there, it's bold, and it's all on the card. It doesn't go off the edge or anything crazy. So sick, tagged Bless MMA, Max Holloway's account. The famous GIF was saying, holy, you know what? Wow, Timu 299 has a value of $5.99. People talking trash, talking crap. What pack did you buy to get exclusive cards like that? This came out of Topps Chrome. Someone says, God damn, and then dope, what a crappy signature, can't even tell it's him, and then etc. So that was the original post on Topps. So I took this post and copied it and sent it to the guy that pulled it and was like, holy cow, dude, like your card's going viral. It has 93,000 views and everyone is seeing it on the Topps account. But it gets even better than that. So later on, Max Holloway's main account retweets it and says, that was fast. Max Holloway with the check. And we scored on the comments, I could cry, crying emojis, blessed is best baby, 10th Island represent. Hey bro, it'd be very nice if you could follow me. I'm a big fan. You were one of the first MMA fighters to get me into watching the UFC. I wanted to pull this so bad. My box comes tomorrow. Well, you're not gonna be able to pull it because my buddy pulled it. That's one of the most insane moments in combat sports history. Card will go up in value like an MFer. Incredible pull. Love the sentiment. That's an amazing card right there, brother. Dope AF. I got excited pulling Aldo Auto. I would too. Aldo's great. Top 3 best UFC card ever. I don't know about that, but it's definitely a top 3 modern card ever, especially one-on-one. So awesome. Blessed. what would you pay for this Max? Just out of curiosity. This guy's already trying to shake Max down for money. Hi Max, I'll give you $50, generous offer. That's why it's called the Blessed Express Mofos. Let's be honest here, Max, how do you feel to knock TF out of gate? The most dangerous, powerful punchers in the lightweight division. Insane card, insane phone, insane description. Hope it finds its way to a big fan. Totally agreed it did find its way to the biggest fan possible. Absolutely insane fight, such an iconic photo. Will go down in history. Damn mate, should work on that signature. My bloody little brother got a signature just like that. So Holloway's catching strays, catching arrows about his signature. But going back, he did retweet. So the next part of the story, which I'm not going to show up because it happened in a private conversation, was my understanding is that Max Holloway reached out directly to the collector, and they have been connected together, and they're discussing this card. And I don't know where it's going to go from here, what comes from it, but it just goes to show you the power of social media. I mean, just that somebody pulls a card, it gets posted, the main company that produces the product puts it out there, the collectors get excited, everyone gets to enjoy it, and then the fighter on the card gets involved in it. And just a cool viral moment. Just a lot of fun. And I may have the collector on a future episode on the channel to discuss what it felt like when he actually got the card, how he hooked up with Max Holloway, and kind of where that's at. I'm going to try to work that out over the next few days. But yeah, just a great story. And I just wanted to share it with all of you. You know, UFC fight fans are the best, and the collectors are totally hardcore. And moments like this can only help the hobby, only help the exposure of the hobby. It makes it a fun moment. So that's all I have to say this evening. But thank you so much for watching the video. If you can, please give the channel a subscription. If you could like the video or add a comment, it really helps out with the algorithm. And again, just two friendly reminders. Our first channel partner, Josh Rips 561, who does really good UFC and WWE breaks. His link is in the description below. Please check him out. He also sells UFC singles on the streams during the week. So please give him some love and support and give him some views and some follows. And our second channel partner is thecardconservatory.com, link down below as well. So my buddy pulled this card, and maybe he wants to get it graded. Maybe there's a smudge on it, or some imperfection that needs to be wiped off with a microfiber or fixed. The Card Conservatory can prep your cards to get them in the best condition possible for grading. And even if you don't want to grade a card, you can still restore some of the eye appeal and make it look the best it possibly can without altering or damaging the card at all. So please give a shout out, and please give a look to the cardconservatory.com, link in the description below. And again, thank you so much for joining me this evening for this fun video. Hopefully we can do a ton more of these. With that said, I'll catch you again soon. Thank you.